What's going on, YouTube? Kyle Ken coming at you with a DN duel. I figured I'd narrate this because, yeah, I didn't really feel like doing live commentary, so I'm doing post commentary on this because I felt like doing a post commentary on this and not putting music. Anyway, so right here I'm just trying to get a duel. Now I'm using my Bubble Man deck, and yeah, I actually got the idea from a friend. He said he found it on Streak, and so I decided to try it out because I don't know, heroes and Bubble Man. Anyway, so I get to go first, and I opened up with Stratos, so that's cool. So I'm just gonna go Stratos and to grab an alias, and I have 3 monsters in hand already, which for me is really unusual. So I'm just gonna like mac on this. So I go Duality next, and I'm gonna take the Gemini Spark because I figure out of those 3 cards that'll probably be useful. I mean, I could have grabbed the Dark Hole, but I have an alias in hand. So worst case scenario, something bad happens or whatever. So I'm gonna set the Bottomless, and I'm gonna end my turn. And he's just gonna MST, and I'm like, damn, there goes my Bottomless. He's gonna summon a monk, activate effect, and he discards Pot of Avarice, and I'm just like, well then, somebody is, I don't even know what to say about him discarding Pot of Avarice, because that was just too good. That was too good. Anyway, he's gonna think we're gonna start as attack over my Stratos, and I derp for a second and can't do math. But yeah, now I'm like, well, shit. I have too many monsters in hand because as you can see, I have 2 Bubble Man and 1 alias. So right here, I'm thinking. I'm like, all right, I need to get Gemini Pearl out. So I'm figuring that I was thinking maybe his back row might be a bluff, either a bluff or a warning. Worst case scenario, it's like an MST or something. So you know that's whatever. So he goes on a tour guide, and I'm like, fuck. Ugh. He's just getting these beaters and just going ham. But he actually ends up going for Leviathan Dragon, which that's fine. I don't really mind that. I can get over that with Gemini Pearl also. So he's just going to attack direct for 25 after activating Leviathan Dragon. And I top deck another fucking monster. Like, god damn it. The one time I don't want to top deck a monster, I fucking top deck it. So I just set the alias and I'll set the E-Call as a bluff. And he MST'd, which is great because I really didn't want him to hit anything else. Sorry, I'm yawning. And you'll see coming up next turn that me setting that bluff was pretty crucial because since he MST'd, I will next turn, if I don't top deck another monster, I will be able to go ham. And I'm just hoping, like, during this duel, I was like, crap, if I top deck a monster, I lose. If I top deck a monster, I lose. I don't know how often anybody can say if they top deck a monster to lose, but yeah. So I'm like, yes, I didn't top deck a monster. So here I'm thinking, really didn't have to think that much. I was just thinking about the order to set him in. So I summon Alias, I activate Bubble Man, I let him know I'm using Bubble Man's effect to special summon it from hand, which is the only card in hand. So then I'm gonna activate my Set Warrior Returning Alive because I'm gonna grab back the Bubble Man that he destroyed before. And I can special summon that now as well. So now I can overlay. I'm gonna make Gemini Pearl because that shit is broken. And yeah, Gemini Pearl is just an all-around good card to have. Yeah. So I'm gonna attack over starter with Gemini Pearl, and then I'm just gonna kill the Dandelion, let him get 2 tokens. I don't really mind if he like say goes in the formula or anything because I still have my Mirror Force and my Gemini Spark set. So he's gonna draw for turn. And he's just going to go to battle phase. Here, I was thinking about Gemini Sparking, but I figure that Mirror Force would be the better option, just because if he does something silly, I can probably stop it. Pretty much like this right here. Like, he goes Monster Reborn, and I'm just like, I summon the Tengu, I'll just Gemini Spark the Tuner, and he just quits after that, because I guess he figured that there was nothing he could do. So I'll just draw my card and see what it would be, and there it is. It's Super Poly. Anyway, on to the next duel. I got a double header for you. I didn't say that in the start of the video, but I'll say it now. So I'm going to use my Bubble Man deck again, and yeah, I wanted 1,000 or more, someone with 1,000 or more points, because we risk them points around here. Yes, and yeah, so I just rejected that guy with 900 points or whatever, because I said 1,000 or more. But I don't know if you can still do that, because it says not to do stuff like that in the end. But I don't think anybody really paid attention to it, because, yeah, fast accept and over 1,000 points, because I don't think that's too bad. Anyway, so, he smashes me in a rock, paper, scissors, so I'm, like, upsetting. and I accidentally have my Skype thing open because I was in a Skype call during this duel, and I'm like, fuck, I am going to get fucked right now because, well, actually, I thought I had a pretty decent hand. And he goes to Gold Star, and I see he's running Rabbit Heft, and I'm like, shit, I'm about to get hefted. And then he proceeds to set 5 back rows. So I'm like, fuck me right now. Not really though. I really don't want you to fuck me. So I'm thinking, I'm like, fuck in a Skype call. I'm like, alright, I'll just blind space 2 of his cards. Maybe I'll hit the Starlight Road. And I hit a macro, so that's fine. So then I'm gonna just double MST, cause why not? And, you know, I hit his Heavy Storm. I'm like, maybe he doesn't have the road, but I really don't want to even risk it. So I'm just going to summon Alias and hope he doesn't have, like, a warning or something, or Bottomless. And, yeah, he didn't. So I'm just going to go attack, and he's just, I guess he's thinking if he wants to activate his backer or not. But, he doesn't, so that's cool. So I'm just going to set my Solemn, and, yeah, end turn. There's not really too much else I can do. So he draws for turn, and he top decks a Rabbit Heft, and I'm just like, get that shit out of here. But he's like, I banished it anyway, because I have the Dark Rabbit. Well, I'm like, well, fuck you, eh? So, he goes Rabbit Heft, and, he's gonna attempt to pillage me now, because, he's a bum with Rabbit, and he's gonna make a Logia. He should have made a Dolka, though, because that would have made things easier for me, but making Logia was obviously the better play. So he's gonna run over my Alias, and you know, I'll take some damage, and that's, you know, that's whatever. So here I'm thinking really hard, because I'm like, all right, I have to bait out something. I have to make him negate with the Logia. So I'm gonna go Heavy Storm. If he has a Starlight, he has a Starlight, and I mean, it's whatever. So since he negated with Logia, I'm like, all right, so I'll just Monster Reborn, and I'll see what he does. Because if he negates any of the cards in my hand right now, I pretty much lose this duel. So I'm gonna reborn his Saber Dick. Yes, his Saber Dick. I'm a Miracle Fuse, and I asked him, is the Miracle Fusion fine? And sitting here waiting, still waiting, and I think he said K before I said response, but I just wanted to make sure. And I just assume it's fine here. And then, so I'm just going to Miracle Fuse, and I'm going to bring out Guy, because I know that rabbits can't get over anything that's over 25. So, then he starts to Solemn, and he's like, well, I can Solemn because Solemn negates the summon. I'm like, no, you can't, because Solemn negates, you have, I'm tripping over my words. If you want to Solemn, you would have to Solemn the Miracle Fusion. And he's like, no, that's only for warning. And I'm literally just sitting here for like a good, like, 5 minutes. And, like, everyone in the Watchers chat, they're just like, Guy, you're an idiot, you can't do that. And then my boy Yusei is like, he's like, alright, I'll get you that big linker real quick. So, we're just sitting here, and Yusei is gonna go get the link showing that you can't do that. I already know you can't do that, because I am not a bad kid. And this is why I hate playing on DN, because people don't know rulings. And, yeah, most people on DN are mad good. And in a minute, I'm going to open up the Watchers chat, and you're going to see everyone going off on him, calling him an idiot, because you can't Solemn the monster being brought up on Miracle Fusion. You have to Solemn the Miracle Fusion. And we're just sitting here, because I know for a fact that I'm right, and he's just being a bum. And he's really, really mad good. And see, that Yusei got that big link for me, so I'm just gonna copy that, paste it over here. And then we're still gonna be sitting here for like a good 2-3 minutes, because this guy is just like, I'm a mad good. And yeah, so then I start typing stuff. I'm like, now my monster's here to stay. And I guess he just wants to mac like a mad good. And you see everyone in the chat over there, they're just like, yeah, you can't do that stuff. And, yeah, eventually I start typing stuff in the Watchers chat. I'm saying, like, this is why DN sucks, because, people are idiots and don't know rulings, and it's a bad thing to test on unless you play people that know what they're doing. Which I usually get idiots, because people on DN don't know what they're doing, as I've said like 8 times already. But I still play on DN, usually. I usually only play with my friends, because, you know, they actually know what they're doing. Then he calls an admin, and, yeah, in like 2 seconds, he's just gonna scoop, because I guess he realized he was wrong, or he just doesn't want to Mac here anymore. And that's gonna be it for this video, because I only recorded these 2 duels. I'll bring more in the future. I want to get some TCGO uploaded, but my deck isn't done. So once that's done, I guess I'll upload some videos of that. But in the meantime, you guys know the deal. Comment, subscribe, and find out all good. That's okay. Catch you next time. Later.